Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Hope you guys are all having a fantastic day. So as we know, there's no NBA basketball right now. But there is still some stuff going on in the NBA that we can cover for videos and stuff like that, man. One being the fact that Demar Derozan is not really happy with his situation with the San Antonio Spurs. So he is expected to decline his player option and test free agency. And I think that is going to spark really a full-on rebuild for the San Antonio Spurs, which I think is about one season, overdue. I do respect that they were probably trying to keep their playoff streak alive, so maybe they were a little hesitant of trading away DeMar DeRozan or even LaMarcus Aldridge during the NBA trade deadline, trying to keep that streak alive and everything. But at the same time, you can't help but think that they could have got maybe an Aaron Gordon or somebody like that in a trade for at least DeMar DeRozan. But guys, we are going to do a San Antonio Spurs rebuild, assuming that both these players are going to be leaving the team, either free agency or us having to, trade them away. So if you guys don't mind dropping a like on this video, it would be greatly appreciated. Your support is needed more now than ever, guys, with the NBA season being on pause. I would really appreciate if you guys can, show that support. Thank you all so much for that. And as always, check out my second channel, Extra Crispy, for daily NBA content over there. But yeah, so we are starting in the 2020-2021 NBA offseason at free agency. I had to ensure that DeMar DeRozan would actually decline his player option, since that is kind of the point of this video. As far as the NBA draft goes, we had the 15th pick in the draft. I went with Nico Mannion right here, just because I think he's a great playmaker. I think he's somebody that could start off the bench for the San Antonio Spurs and just give them some good leadership, for years to come, and maybe eventually work his way into a starting role. Now, they do have DeJounte Murray on the team, who, of course, is their defensive, lockdown dude out there who's on a 4-year, $64 million deal, so you really don't want to throw a guy like that on the bench. But I like DeJounte Murray's game a lot anyway. You got Derek White, who still has 1 year left on his contract. Rudy Gay is probably somebody we consider trading away, just because, once again, if we're going full-on rebuild, there is a lot of veterans on this team that could help out some other, contending squads. And as opposed to that, we could end up getting some draft picks and, some good young assets going forward. You got Lonnie Walker, Keldon Johnson. This team has some really nice young players, guys. It's just a matter of giving them a chance and just, going through that rut of 3 or 4 NBA seasons of being not a great team, but developing your young players. Trust me, guys. I'm a Piston fan. I know all about that. Except we don't even develop young players. We're just a bad team year after year. So, yeah. Okay, moratorium period. I think before we get going on the free agency, we should probably look to trade away LaMarcus Aldridge. One team, I can see him going to is the Portland Trail Blazers, just because, that's where all things pretty much start from. I think he was actually drafted, wasn't it by the Chicago Bulls? Or he was traded on draft night or something like that. So, bro, that is a hell of a trade, though, bro. I don't think they're doing all that. That's the thing. It's going to be hard to find a realistic LaMarcus Aldridge trade, almost to the extent that maybe I cannot trade him to the Portland Trail Blazers, because ultimately that is the team I'd like to see him go to, but I just don't really think it's realistic. So maybe taking on some expiring contracts or something would help a bit. Although he's expiring himself, so it's is it really worth giving up a draft pick? This trade right here, you get a young Larry Nance Jr. I mean, he's 27, he's not extremely young, but youngish. I'm 27, so I like to think it's young. But we also get Kevin Porter out of it, but the Cavaliers don't really need a guy like that. Here's a trade with the Boston Celtics. You get the expiring deal of Gordon Hayward. Youngish player, he's only 30. You also get Daniel Tice out of it, who's only 28. We do have to give a first-round draft pick, though, which could be extremely valuable going forward. Trade with the Clippers, a nice young center in Ivica Zubac. You got Dylan Brooks, Justice Winslow, okay. Clint Capella, Tyler Hero, Kelly Olynyk. This trade's not, extremely unrealistic. The Miami Heat are looking to go all in. Getting a nice veteran to play alongside Jimmy Butler and Bam Adebayo. Tyler Hero is great, though. He would be perfect for our team, on the San Antonio Spurs here. And then we get Olynyk, who's on an expiring deal. Yeah, so some really decent trade offers here. Trade with the Magic. Ooh, I kind of like this. I like this trade a lot. Then, of course, LaMarcus can play power forward. It is a lottery protected first-round pick. We get a nice scorer in Terrence Ross for a few seasons. But Mo Bamba, being developed by Greg Popovich, that could be big time for our team there, man. I think that is probably going to be the trade I end up going with. Like I said, I'm trying to find something that's at least semi-realistic. The Phoenix Suns are not going to give up Devin Booker for LaMarcus Aldridge at this point. But, I mean, this trade right here, the Magic looking to make a run. Plus, it's an expiring deal, draft pick they get out of Terrence Ross's contract. If it doesn't work out, then the Magic all of a sudden have some pretty good cap space for the 2021 NBA offseason. So we're going to do that, and we are going to ensure over on the Magic side of things that Yeah, we'll have you at the power forward spot. That means for them, Aaron Gordon probably goes to the bench, which, at this point might be semi-warranted. He has not been absolutely fantastic for the Magic. But no, good trade for us, guys. Very happy about that one. Mo Bamba instantly going to be part of the project for this team. And Terrence Ross, he's 6'6". I could see him starting at small forward for us. I don't really want to commit any bitch-ass contracts or nothing like that. We do got some money to spend out there, which is nice. But for me personally, I'm kind of on the board of, unless there's some good young players available, then I just kind of want to go the course of things and rebuild next season. I mean, Montrezl Harrell would be kind of cool. We just got Mo Bamba on the team, so we don't really need a player like that. Power forward spot definitely is going to be a point of emphasis. You got Christian Wood here. I mean, he's going to be looking for a nice size contract for some of the nice things he's done for the Detroit Pistons. He is only 24. He's definitely an analytics type of player with the three-point shot and the dunking. Him alongside Mo Bamba could actually be pretty nice there, guys. Not a ridiculous sized contract either. $45 million for 3 seasons. See what he does for us. I mean, he'll really be entering his prime once his contract's up, and we'll have a better idea of what he's all about. So yeah, I'm going to go with Christian Wood with the contract right there. And of course, your renowned trades on guys like Demar Derozan, Marco Bellinelli. I think Jakob Poeltl should probably be back as a backup center, so that should be kind of cool. But no, definitely like this signing right here. I think it really makes sense for the team. Now, let's go to the bird rights. Make sure we got some other guys back here. Jakob Poeltl, Bryn Forbes. We have, we don't really need Bryn Forbes now. That's the thing. So, I really don't want to commit $7 million to him. And then, like I said, Jakob will be back if he accepts his qualifying offer. If not, I'm kind of okay with letting him just walk away. But I think we're probably pretty much good to go for this offseason. We have a nice young squad to kind of work with now. So we'll go ahead and see what we can do with that. Let's go ahead, go to the beginning of the regular season, get the rotation all set. And, yeah, man, it's a new era for the San Antonio Spurs. But, hey, with their management, they'll probably be on top sooner rather than later. Okay, so this is what the team is looking like into the beginning of the regular season. We got the DeJounte at point guard, Derek White at the 2 spot, Terrence Ross at the 3, Christian Wood at the 4, and Mo Bamba at the 5. For the bench unit, we do got Jakob Poeltl, Patty Mills, who I'm probably going to end up trading so Nico can get some more minutes out there. Rudy Gay also potentially could get traded. We got Lonnie Walker, of course, who's going to be the small forward for this team as a backup. And we got some other dudes out there, too, that I'll probably toss into the G League just so they can get some development over there. But, yeah, at this point, I'm just, all about, hey, we should probably trade away Patty Mills and Rudy Gay to a contender. Both on expiring deals, so, we should probably be able to get, a first-round pick maybe for both combined. Maybe. Might be kind of tough to do. Or, like I said, young players is always nice. Here we get Mike Conley, who's on an expiring deal, and we get a first-round draft pick. That's kind of interesting, actually, assuming that Mike Conley... Yeah, because the thing about this trade is, once again, we're going to have Mike Conley on the team. But he could be a potentially good mentor for Nico going forward, I guess. Something to think about. I really just want draft picks, but I don't think that's going to get offered up to us. Yeah, okay, let's do this trade right here for Mike Conley. And honestly, I could see myself maybe just buying out Mike Conley, letting him just walk away this season and sign with a contender. Because I'm mainly doing it for the first-round draft picks. So, do we have a backup shooting guard right now? Not really. So, I guess in theory, we could do a double point guard backcourt, and we could go with, I guess Nico is a backup shooting guard this season. See what that does for us, man. It could be interesting. So, yeah, that's starting 5. That is the bench unit. We are going to go probably with just a small 9-man rotation. All about that. I do want to get Mo Bamba playing quite a bit of minutes because it's all about developing him now. It's time to see what you really are, Mo. Are you a bust or are you supposed to be a really good NBA player? We're going to find out. Well, I guess in this rebuild, right? Nico getting 30 minutes per game. That's nice. Lonnie Walker at about 17. Let's go ahead and get Christian Wood at about at least 30 minutes per game. So that should be good for that. For the system efficiency, we got a 3-star defensive system. I think I want to run it a little bit more. I'm going to go with maybe, 7-second offense. And, I was talking about putting some guys into the G League. So let's toss maybe Keldon Johnson in there. And Lucas Medic. No, I guess if I had to choose between the two. Yeah, Keldon. Call him up. Go with Luka in the G League. There we go. Okay. I think we're going to go, guys. Let's go ahead and simulate this first NBA season. I'm definitely not expecting to make the playoffs. But I'm looking for this team to be extremely competitive. And hopefully we end up getting a pretty good lottery draft pick, though. Okay, guys, leave it to the San Antonio Spurs to refuse the tank and to go out there and play competitive every single night. I should have known there would be no tanking in this video. A record of 44-37, which is actually a good thing. It means we're ahead of schedule. Nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, it's like, yo, it would have been nice to get a nice, top 5 draft pick or something like that to add to the team. But hey, we got some good young players on this team as is. I'm not too worried about it. We got 45 wins on the season. Here is all of the player stats for you guys to see. And, yeah, we definitely should be a playoff team. And we look at we got Nico Mannion actually getting the All-NBA or All-Rookie first team. But, yeah, we should actually also have some pretty good money freed up now, too, for free agency anyway to add another piece to this team. We are the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. I definitely was not really expecting that. Maybe these guys overachieved. Mo Bamba in his first season with the Spurs, guys, 21 points, 13 rebounds, 1 to 2 steals, 2 blocks per game. Oh my freaking God, bro. 38% from 3. That was a clutch-ass trade I made, guys. I feel good about that one. Christian Wood, his counterpart, looks like the perfect fit alongside him at 17 points, 8 rebounds per game. Derek White, nice at the shooting guard position. Nico off the bench at 13 points, 6 assists. You got Terrence Ross at 12 and 2. DeJounte Murray, love his all-around game. That's one of my favorite things about DeJounte Murray, guys. 12 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals per game. Then I low-key forgot about Mike Conley, but he was a nice backup point guard for us. It's kind of sad that he's fallen to a backup point guard. Like, literally, like, a year ago, he had his best season on the Memphis Grizzlies, and then he just fell off on the Utah Jazz. But here we go. First round, we do have the OKC Thunder Simulate round right here. See how this goes for us, man. It's always nice being ahead of schedule to rebuild. You know, it's just like, I don't know. It's like anything can happen. I don't expect to win a championship this season. We do, that would be absolutely crazy. But we do get past OKC. 4 games to 3. DeJounte, 23 points, 23 and 9 for Christian Wood. And, yeah, just good all-around game for everybody. Except, Mo Bamba 4 for 15, but 2 steals, 2 blocks, and 14 rebounds. Not going to yell at him about that one. Next up, we do have the Memphis Grizzlies, who upset the number 2 seed Sacramento Kings. Who did they get that made them a 2nd seed? I guess they just got good. They got good, man. Okay, here we go. Memphis, simulate round. Ja Morant, one of the future greatest point guards in the NBA. And, yeah, curse to the 2nd round. Can't get past the 2nd seed again. It's all good. We are way farther than I thought, so I'm not even going to get mad about this one, guys. But I want to get past the bitch-ass 2nd round, 2K. We're good. We're good. I'm rooting for Memphis now. See if they can pull it off. See if they can beat the Dallas Mavericks with Luka and Kristaps not looking like it. And the 76ers sweep the Mavericks 4-0. Joel Embiid. Yeah, they were due for a championship. That feels realistic. They were due for a championship. And Luka next season, who knows, man, what he does. Here we go. We are back in the offseason. And now it's like, okay, we have our team set in stone. Can we add on some additional pieces to get ourselves ideally past the 2nd round? I think Mo Bamba is due some money. Also got to make sure Greg Popovich is back on a contract. Okay, we got him for 3 seasons signed up. Perfect, guys, perfect. All right, NBA draft. It's not going to be a great draft pick, but we might be able to, combine somebody with somebody to get somebody. That's typically how trades work in the sports world. Joe Nobody continues to have issues. Somebody signed this man up for some healthcare or something like that, bro. That's eye issues like that. All right, we do not have a 1st-round pick, so as far as trades goes, nothing's happening with that. Give me Khalifa Diop. I wonder if he's related to, what was that man's name? Desonga Diop? I think he played for the Dallas Mavericks 10 years ago. Just one of those names you just kind of remember, right? I remember the last name Diop for sure. But yeah, he's going to be overseas for 2 seasons, so not going to be part of this rebuild. Luckily we got Mo back on a 1-year team option. Same with Lonnie Walker, who's now a 78 overall. Might actually be the starting small forward for the team this season. Luka is now a 78, and Keldon Johnson is a 76. We got so much great talent on this team. We almost have to trade some of it away because there's going to be more great players than rotational spots, in our lineup. So, as far as guys to get, Paul George would be an amazing fit on this team here, guys. Damn, man, we get Demar Derozan back. Oh, my God. Who do I want to go for? LaMarcus Aldridge, a free agent again? Okay, you didn't want to stay on the Magic. All right, small forward is definitely our point of emphasis here. And I'm thinking, Jonathan Isaac. He's unrestricted. Something about Jonathan Isaac just screams San Antonio Spurs. Yes, I am giving this guy literally a lot of money. Future defensive player of the year type of guy. Hopefully he signs up for that. My plan B will probably be a Gordon Hayward on a 2-year deal. Come on, man. Come on, man. Okay, so we are going to get Jonathan Isaac. Yes, we do have the renounce rights on Derek White. I'm kind of okay with that. His stats for us this season, we're sitting at 14 points, 5 assists per game. We got Terrence Ross that can start at shooting guard. Lonnie Walker, of course, who's a much improved player. Mike Conley's $51 million is now renounced also. Yeah, it's definitely a trade. It's definitely worth, letting go of Derek White to get Jonathan Isaac. Perfect fit, guys. Perfect fit. So let's make sure he's all signed up. And there we go, guys. Yes, we could get Paul George, but we could get Paul George every damn video if we really want to. Like to switch things up. And quite frankly, Gordon Hayward is actually still available. We actually have a lot of money more to work with right here, guys. So we got a point guard, we got a small forward, center, power forward. Our starting lineup is good. Our starting lineup is good to go. So bench unit pretty much good to go too. But I could see myself maybe getting, like, Evan Fournier would be kind of interesting. $18 million, and then Gordon Hayward maybe off the bench. Just have it be like a B-Stats bench score. I think I'll throw him a contract. Why not, guys? See what he can do for us. There we go. Gordon Hayward signed up. Mike Conley. I kind of liked the Mike Conley and Nico thing we had going on. He only wants $9 million now. He was decent for his last season. So that's a way to help a lot better deal for Mike Conley. All right, besides for that, we should be good to go. Let me get like John Henson maybe for like a third string center. I think Jakob's back. He might not be back. If not, then this guy will probably play for us, John Henson. But no, I'm going to go ahead and simulate to the beginning of the regular season. Okay, guys, here is the lineup I decided to go with for this next season. We got DeJounte at point guard. Nico is going to start at the 2 spot, guys. It's going to be interesting to see how these guys work together. Double point guard backcourt, of course. Jonathan Isaac at the 3, Christian Wood at the 4, and Mo Bamba at the 5. Defensively, this could actually be the best defensive team in the entire NBA with Isaac, Murray, and Bamba. It's going to be absolutely crazy. Bench unit, we got Gordon Hayward as a backup power forward. Of course, can play small forward or shooting guard if needed. We got Terrence Ross, Mike Conley, Lucas Samatic, and Lonnie Walker, the 4th. And, of course, the rest of the team right there. But, no, man, loving the squad yet again. We will go with the 7-second offense. Seemed to work out nicely for us last year. So, yeah, let's go ahead and simulate this next NBA season. See if we can get back to the playoffs. Maybe we can get number 1 seed. We were 3rd seed last year, and I think the team is definitely better this time around. So, let's see what happens. Okay, we got one more game against Utah Jazz. If we win this game, guys, it's going to be a 60-win season. I'm actually pretty proud of this rebuild because I was able to kind of turn things around without signing a superstar player. Like, we just kind of went with the course, drafted correctly, and signed the right, role players and just guys that fit well together. And here we are, man. So, one more game against the 28-53, yikes, Utah Jazz. Simulate through date and finish with a W on the season. Let's get it. Giannis MVP, like he always is in these videos. Greg Popovich as coach of the year, which means we probably have the best record in the entire NBA. And here's all the other stats. Not really seeing much for the Spurs. What about, like, all defensive teams? Bro, not a single damn Spur with our team? I mean, we got the number 1 seed, so I don't really care, but still, bro. Player stats on the season. Mo Bamba numbers kind of down a little bit from last year. 20 points per game, 12 rebounds, blocks about 1 to 2. His efficiency is up, so that means he's taking smarter shots at least. But I guess the minutes were down a little bit. He's down to 33.5. A lot of that is because, guys like Lucas Samatic are now out there that want to get some playing time. Nico was our 2nd leading scorer, though, guys. 17.8 assists. Absolutely phenomenal play for him. Christian Wood, great as always. Gordon Hayward at 15 and 5 with 3 assists off the bench. Low-key should have been 6th man of the year. The DeJounte, good all-around game. Isaac, I don't know why, man. Isaac scores like 11 points in this game. Or like this season, he got freaking 7 points. Like, I actually went on Twitter and I sent a tweet over to Michael Stafer, who's in charge of this stuff. I was like, yo, bro, why don't you change the player tendencies? Like, they don't update that stuff. It's ridiculous. You do like ratings, but ratings are pointless if guys don't have the appropriate tendencies. So, just a little rant about that. But first round, we do have the Houston Rockets. I just want to get past the 2nd round, man. Come on. Okay, well, at least the first. We got to get past the first, right? Gotta get past James Harden. Oh my God, we're gonna lose in the first round, guys. Gonna lose in the oh my Jesus. Why make this bitch ass team an 8 seed 2K if you guys don't beat me ice like that? Bro, my God, man. Will I ever win a championship again? I think I won one actually pretty recently. I don't remember what video it was. But look at this, man. We got a 4th against an 8th. Well, I guess that makes sense. Well, the 4th does. 2nd against the 3rd. Okay, there's no upsets over there. 4th. We got another 8th seed winning it all. Or getting to the damn 2nd round. Like, we got 2 8 seeds being the number 1 seeds. Like, how often does that actually happen in real life? I'm going to tell you, not very often. If ever. But that's how it goes, man. That's the end of the video for us. Like I said, due to 2K simulation, I don't really base the success of a rebuild based off if I win or lose. I base it off of the final product. And I think the team we have on the Knicks they got the Zier Williams. I thought it said Zion Williamson for a second there. I was like, yo, what happened? Did I do a what if on accident? But no, man, ultimately speaking, I actually really like the team I put together. I love putting together teams like this that just have an identity to them. This team definitely being defense and just really focusing on skillful big men. But yeah, hope you guys all enjoyed this video. Be sure to drop that like, subscribe if you're new to my channel. As always, check out my second channel, Extra Crispy, and peace out, my friends.